The Premier is slamming landlords who will not work with their commercial tenants when it comes to rent payments. Cynthia Mulligan joins us now with a plea from small businesses for the province to intervene. Cynthia.
That's right, Melissa. Now, just to back up on the data today, the Chief Medical Officer of Health believes roughly 50% of all new cases are spread within the community. That's around 170 cases today. He would still like that number to come down. And the Premier is urging everyone to practice safe distancing this long weekend, but it could be, as you mentioned, a particularly challenging one for small business. As of midnight tonight, restaurateurs, store owners that couldn't pay May rent can be evicted by their landlords. To put that into context for you, a survey found more than 60% of Toronto commercial tenants couldn't make their full rent. Here are a couple of conversations we had today with some local businesses.
There's a lot of small businesses in the area who are facing potential eviction right now, and that's something that is going to have a major impact on the community.
I've been fielding a lot of phone calls, and they're tough phone calls. These are people losing their businesses, and they're crying on the phone, and they're so concerned about their staffs.
Now, there is a joint federal-provincial relief program that would pay 50% of the rent. The landlord would pay 25% and the tenant 25%. But many business owners say landlords aren't going to use it.
Why haven't you put a moratorium on commercial evictions? New Brunswick, Nova Scotia have done it. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce has called for it. So has the Retail Council of Canada.
There's 1.2 million leases. The tenants, my heart breaks for them. To be honest, I side with the tenants. Like, give them a break. If I were them, I'd take 75%. I think that's a pretty good deal for landlords. You either get 75% or you get zero. I can't stand these vicious landlords. They are. You got to protect the little guy all the time. They're struggling, and so I just wish they could hang in there for a couple months. It's not gonna be the end of the world.
Some pretty strong language from the Premier, but note he did not say why he won't impose a moratorium on commercial evictions, other than there could be legal issues. However, he has imposed a moratorium on residential evictions. And other news from that update for you. Parents, you will find out on Tuesday what the plan is for reopening childcare centres and schools on Tuesday. But I have to say, it certainly looks like school will not resume in June. And the Premier was also asked why, under new Stage 1 rules that go into effect on Tuesday, why can't you have your family member, a new family member who doesn't live with you in your home, but your cleaning person can come in?
I find it ironic. I asked the exact same question as what you asked. And it's about social distancing. And I'm going to use Dr. Williams again when he went to see his grandchildren. He said, hey, we were out on the porch, we social distance. That's what it really is, just using common sense.
The government is also looking at increasing gatherings from 5 to 10 and maybe allowing family bubbles to pair up. An announcement on all that is expected next week.